Well, when I was out in Montana, I came across this fly. It's called Chernobyl ant, and it doesn't look like an ant to me. It is a big fly, and it's made out of foam. It floats like a cork, and I'm like, that can't work. But I did buy a couple, and I went out there, and it worked amazingly. It has several advantages. First of all, it floats like crazy, so it doesn't sink. It's all foam. Secondly, it's great if you were doing a two-fly rig. They call it the hopper-dropper rig. It works great that way. It will hold up a lot of weight. Whatever reason, the fish keyed in on it. So when I came back here to the Long Island, I had to try it. And guess what? It works everywhere. I fish it in Connecticut. I fish it out here. I fish it in the ponds for bass, bluegills. And you know what the best part is? It's very easy to tie, and it's mostly just foam that you can get just about anywhere. So why don't we get to the vise, and I'll tie you up one of these Chernobyl ants. This is one of these flies that you look at, you wonder, why do the fish eat them? I don't know. When I was out in Montana, this was a hot fly, and I've used it everywhere in the East, and it still works. It's called the Chernobyl ant, and it doesn't look anything like any ant I know of. But anyway, it works, and it's a great pattern, and pretty durable, and floats like a cork. So I'm going to start, and I'm using heavy thread because it's mostly foam, this fly. And I don't know exactly where this came, who originated this, who even thought of this, because like I said, it doesn't look like anything I've ever fished with before. The first thing I do is I put a little thread layer down, and then I'm going to bring it over here. And I'm going to put a little yarn base. I'm going to use yellow yarn, orangey yellow. And the reason is I think it will jump right out. It will make a nice hot spot. So I'm going to tie it on. I'm wrapping forward, like this. Right up to the front. And I'm just going to reach back here and cut the yarn, leave a little tag. That's a little hot spot. Okay, first thing I do, is I'm actually going to take I'm using foam. I'm using brown and black. The brown is going to be under his body. I'm going to lay it right here and give it a wrap. Then I'm going to take my legs, and I'm using brown legs. You could use other color legs if you like. And I'm going to make loops, a loop like this, and I'm just going to lay it in on top, just like that. And I'm going to pull it over. And I'm going to stick my black foam right on top. And I'm going to wrap it right like that. I'm going to take a little orange dot that I made out of a little hole punch with yellow foam, or orange foam, orange foam. And this makes it a little bit easier for me to see the fly when it's in the water. Now I'm going to pick this up, and I'm going to spiral wrap tight. Go across the top. See how I'm doing that? Go across the top like that. and then wrap. And the reason why I'm doing that is underneath, it doesn't look like I'm crossing over. Across the top, pinch, and wrap. Right up to the front. Get my other rubber leg. And I'm going to fold it in half. And I'm going to tie it in. Like that. And I'm going to push it over top. And pull down and wrap it. Get another orange little dot. And tie right on top. Pick this up. Do my whip finish. Pull it up and cut the thread. I'm going to take my scissors and cut this pretty even. And same on the back. Reach in there, cut this loop, reach in there and cut this loop. Like that. Reach down. Now you can trim these up if you like. Do roughly the same size all around. And this is what you got. This is the Chernobyl hand. It, like I said, I don't know why it works, but it does. It works for trout. It was originally designed for cutthroat trout, but I've caught rainbows, browns, brookies, cutthroat, even bull trout on these. I've caught bass, bluegills, perch. It just, I don't know why. I think it's the rubber legs. It doesn't look like any ant I know of, but this is a this is a great fly, especially out here. Right? So until next time, tie lines.